Hello, welcome to a new reaction video. My name is Larissa and today I'm going to react to the new Masters of the Air episode. This is episode 6 already. And before I start, I want to tell you that every week you can get early access to the episode on my Patreon. You can already see my reaction to the episode on Friday evening or Saturday morning. They mostly get uploaded around Monday or Tuesday, but then you can already see them on the day they come out. If you're interested in that, the link is in the description and you can not only find early access to the episodes on there, but you can also find my full reactions to the episodes. So the full hour, no cuts, just me reacting to the full episode. If you're interested in that too, check it out. Like I said, the link is in the description. And it would also really mean that you're supporting me and my YouTube channel as well, and that really means a lot. With all of that said, 6th episode now. After this one, we're already at 2/3 of the show. And if I'm honest, I feel like not a lot has happened yet. I feel like so much happened actually, but they showed us so little. And that feels weird. And I kind of have a feeling that there's going to be this turning point in the show where we're going to find out some people, because like a lot of people died right now, and sure, some might be really dead, but we barely saw any on-screen deaths. So for me, it's just like, who is actually dead and who's not? I feel like there's at least going to be 1 or 2 people who aren't actually dead. Who they think is dead right now. So that's what I kind of mean with this turning point. I think, I hope that's gonna be in this episode, because I feel like this has been going on since the 2nd or 3rd episode. Like, yeah, we don't really know who's dead, who's alive, and yeah, what's going on. Last episode was pretty heavy. They had 17 planes, I think, and they lost 16. So the end of that episode, yeah, it felt really depressing, and yeah, it was just really sad. We did see that Egan, he got out of the ship with a parachute and he landed on a German farm. I think that's kind of all we know up to now. So yeah, I hope we're gonna see more about that, see how that's gonna go. I think he's in danger right now, so yeah, we'll have to see about that. And I hope we're finally gonna get some more information on Buck. So yeah, let's watch this episode right now. Let's just hope for some answers and yeah, let's check it out. Oh, I think we're instantly gonna start with Egan's storyline. I think that's where he landed. Yeah. Couple of children, but still German children. Like, of course you're not gonna shoot them, but they could still rat you out, so yeah. Fucking children. The way they just like run. Oh, they ran to the dad. Thought they ran after him. Like, what the fuck are these children doing? Yeah, but like, what do you do in that situation? You're not gonna shoot a child, but it does endanger your own life right now. No, just want to hand them to the enemy so they can kill him. Sounds way better. Is he underwater? Oh, he's there! Holy shit, I was just looking at the entire screen like, where is he? Ah.
For you, the war's over.
Okay, but he didn't shoot him. Because Egan is not also, like, gonna die now instantly, right? I feel like there's gonna be, like, a bigger storyline here. Maybe. I hope.
When a crew went down, they disappeared. We did not talk about such crews. Had to tiptoe around their ghosts. Some of the men were coming undone. They'd seen too many planes blow up in front of them, too many friends killed.
Yeah, I get that.
Drank. I was heading to Oxford University.
Oh, he's right.
Bubbles' death hit me pretty hard, so he signed me up, and I was happy to go.
Yeah, I'm glad he at least made it out alive. He was really lucky that he kind of got that promotion thingy in the end. Otherwise, he would have been in one of those planes, I think.
Oh, has Subaltern A.M. Westgate arrived yet, my roommate?
Not until tomorrow, I believe. Call them subalterns.
Subaltern.
Subalterns.
Right. Well,
It's like, don't repeat it, don't repeat it.
Subaltern.
Munster was only Rosie's third mission, but it was so horrific that Colonel Harding ordered Lieutenant Rosenthal and his crew to spend a week of R&R.
They got horses.
Oh yeah, they were like the only plane that survived, right? Jesus, my voice. Yeah, they were that one plane, I think. Yeah, they must be pretty traumatized right now.
We have all the sports and activities you could ask for. Tennis, bicycle.
Why do I kind of have a feeling like it's gonna be some kind of in-between episode? Just like, kind of like the Pacific episode where they went to Australia just to chill for a bit.
How long do I have to be here?
I'm afraid that's not my department, Robert. Really, it was up to your CO when he sent you here. Take advantage while you can is my advice.
Yeah, he didn't shoot him, but I don't think he's going anywhere nice. Are they all American soldiers? I think so, right?
Where are you from? 381st.
Yeah.
We fly together. When we get a chance, you think you can run on that ankle?
I don't think so.
Ruhe da hinten!
Zusammenbleiben. Fritz actually hit something for once.
Zusammenbleiben.
Alright.
It's so, like, messed up that the choice is, like, dying in an exploding plane or getting out of there and ending up there. And probably not surviving too. Now they do see the damage, though. Because in the previous episode he was still like, yeah, it doesn't matter if they're civilians, it's war. But I think it's good that he sees it up close.
Warum sind die denn hier? Kana! Herrflieger! Amerikanische Feiglinge! Kana! Ihr Dreckkerne! It's okay.
Yeah, the moment one of them realizes they're Americans, then everyone's gonna lose their shit. I get it, in their eyes, they're just innocent people. In their eyes, the Americans bombed their homes. And I think the guards are just like, oh yeah, let's give these people something to, yeah, react their anger towards. Ooh! Oh my god. So he just shot all of them apart from Egan because he was out of ammo. That's the only reason. Oh my god. Yeah, he's not gonna have a nice stay there, I think, if he even survives it.
Can be a strange adjustment. Most men need a day or two.
Well, that's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. I don't think this environment is helpful for me. It's rough, but I'm fine.
3 missions in your first 3 days. 120 men dead in one afternoon.
I wasn't one of them. I'm fine.
I feel like the trauma's gonna hit him later. I think he thinks he's fine, but...
In 5 days.
Suddenly it looks like a medieval show. Oh. Oh. Right.
Einer lebt noch! Mach ihn fertig!
Oh, they think Egan is dead too. Oh my god. Oh, are they gonna like bury him alive? Oh, this must be so scary.
Nimm ne Schaufel, hilf mir graben. Ja.
This is your chance. Don't think you're gonna get another one.
It's nice to have a little fire.
Captain Crosby, I
Oh my
presume.
god.
Don't worry, I've seen
You're...
Subaltern Westgate, your roommate.
Oh.
Dear, you expected a man.
Yeah.
No.
I expected a man.
The ATS encourage us to conceal our feminine names. The A is for Alessandra, and the M is for a middle name I shall take to the grave.
We should report this to the bursar.
Well, I'm not bothered if you're not. I can see that you're married.
Yeah.
Hopefully your wife trained you to leave the toilet seat down. In the mirror, was that Tracy or Gable?
Tracy.
Gable.
I like her already. Pretty awkward when you get caught like that. Yeah, see, I think this is the, like, reason they were sent there, because some of them are actually feeling like that. Feel like he's keeping strong right now, but it's gonna happen to him too sooner or later. Did he just fall down eventually? Oh. Was really hoping that maybe now he would Yeah, meet some nice people, but this doesn't look very nice. Yeah, I was already scared of that.
Bloody Americans, excuse my language. He said they're oversexed, overpaid, and over here.
Oh, Captain Crosby. What is it the Yanks say the trouble with we Britons is? We are undersexed, underpaid, and under Eisenhower.
As young men, we would never have dreamt of trying to top a debutante. We turned to chambermaids and barmaids for our excitement. These Americans coming over would invite a duchess to bed.
Must respectfully challenge you on that. Chambermaids and barmaids feel they have no right to say no to their employers. But American men are persistent regardless of class. But they'll pretty much top anything that moves.
It's beyond how you treat our women. Perhaps if you simply taught your chaps a little moral discipline, they wouldn't always act as if they're away from home for the first time.
They always
Living
have
it up.
beef.
Each day could be their last chance to live it up. So I won't be giving them a lecture before they go on their weekend pass.
Fair. As long as they don't like really bother women or anything, as long as women are fine with it, then I don't see the problem. Probably the British guys just feel threatened because they see it as their women. Like, they own the British women, of course. It's just fragile masculinity, we all know it.
I'm a punter.
A punter?
Been punting.
What did you study? Besides punting, of course.
Oh no, that's it. We're very specialised. Amateurs. Took me years to master the pool. It's all in the wrists, lad.
You're a terrible liar.
I'll get better. Promise.
That's not a good thing.
Like I said, I like her already. She seems funny. And it's nice to see some more women.
No. This is exactly what you don't do. Croquet, riding with hounds, whatever that is. You don't go fox hunting. You get back in the seat and you finish the damn job.
Why is he having such a hard time being there? Just enjoy those. It's only 5 days. Come on. Like, if they put you there for like 2 weeks and you really wouldn't like it, sure, I get it. But 5 days? Get out of there. Get some rest, you know.
You don't stop Gene Krupa in the middle of a drum solo. Or 2 weeks later, ask him to dip right back in where he left off without missing a beat, do you?
I get what he's saying. Like, I think he just wants to stay sharp. I think that's the whole thing. I get if you go there and you relax, then you come back and maybe you're not as sharp as you were. They taking you out of that environment. But I feel like all the other guys from his crew need it. So just relax for a bit.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
Just go easy. Last time I ended up on the floor of a hotel room with no boots.
Oh, do tell.
Bubbles invented this game with quarters and boots. And basically, I ended up with no quarters and no boots. But the last thing I remember is spewing in the bathroom with Bubbles. And there was only one toilet.
Ugh, sounds very romantic.
Sounds like my party from 5 years ago. But then there was like 4 or 5 people throwing up and we had to hand out buckets and I was one of them. It was a legendary party.
You must be a good friend.
Oh, he was, yeah. He went down last week.
I'm so sorry.
Well, they sent me here. Give me a little time away.
You see, I feel like he can actually really use that time. He's not being a baby about it in any way.
It was my fault.
How so?
I replaced Bubbles as group navigator.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
If he'd have been there to plan the missions, maybe all those planes wouldn't have went down. Maybe
No.
Bubbles would still be here.
No. Your friend was on that plane for one reason, and one reason only. Because Adolf Hitler and his gang of thugs decided they should rule the world. That's it. It's the only reason anybody dies in this war.
I don't want him to go blaming himself. But I get that is like your first instinct, like, it should have been me up there.
Should we call it a night?
I feel like they could have a pretty nice friendship.
Major Egan, come in. I am your interrogator, Lieutenant Hausmann.
He looks like a German, yeah. Typecasting.
Where shall we begin?
How about I was in a town? Someone shot 4 of the guys with me.
Oh my god, what town?
Russheim or something.
Oh my god.
Tragic, I will add it to the report.
Why is he being so sassy?
As far as what you're gonna get from me, it's gonna be name, rank, and
And
serial.
serial number. Yours is 03995. Yes, I already know that. Married? From what I hear, definitely not. Group, the 100th bomber group.
I'm really at unease that he's being so, like, kind-ish. But I think it's just to, like, get something from him.
Are you a baseball fan, Major? Baseball is still a bit of a mystery to me. Sticks and bases. So you are a Yankees fan. Would you
Why
like
is he
know
trying
enough
to
about
kind of
the
win
Yankees?
his trust?
Was Barclevin a Yankees fan? Yes. I hear he was quite a flyer.
I thought maybe he was there.
I read of his exploits in the
Damn.
Regensburg attack. He was your friend. wasn't
Honestly,
he?
the longer we don't see him, the more I just started to think, like, yeah, I think he's actually dead.
Did you know that on your Münster attack, only one of your planes returned? One.
No, he didn't, I think.
The Gestapo would say that makes you a spy.
They would be mistaken.
The Gestapo's never mistaken. I'd like to talk to you about Barclevin, John. But I'd like you to talk to me as well. The number of replacement B-17s expected at Thorpe Abbotts next week.
399.
Yep, just trying to get information. Honestly, why else would he be nice? They're enemies.
I see.
That's so messed up. He went in there, he got some really tough information about his squadron, and back in there knowing everyone died. Open fire. I feel so bad for him. Are they going to a concentration camp? I'm really scared of that. Or are they just all gonna get killed? I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of the same, honestly, in the end, but... And then you really see the horrors up close. Like, of course, they're normally just in their planes. They're doing good work, but they never see, like, the suffering up close. Fucking pigs. They're just gonna throw him in there. In some ways, it would have just been better to just... yeah. Explode in your plane. Damn, but of course you don't want to die, and now you're still getting some chance, but not really a chance, you know?
Now, is there a reason you want to tell me where you're stationed or what you do?
And if I wanted to think about work tonight, Captain, I would have gone to Sherry Owl with Professor Goodhart.
I feel like they are just like the perfect roommates. Like at first you think, oh, it's gonna be a guy. Then you realize, oh, it's a woman. Is this really like a good combination? But I feel like they're kind of on the same level. Like I think they could really have like a beautiful friendship if there was more time for that. I'm just kind of hoping it's not gonna be more.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's just like, he's still married and we barely ever just see like a friendship between a man and a woman. They always have to sort of end up together. See, the way he's looking at her already was kind of what I feared.
Bubbles?
Bubbles.
I think she's kind of helping him with the whole bubbles thing though. And I thought the Quinn storyline was gonna be heavy. Well, he was lucky to end up in Belgium. Now we see this. I feel like that's also why we haven't seen Quinn anymore. Like, that was nothing compared to this.
I guess this is good night.
Yeah, and now they're gonna hook up.
Did you forget the roommates?
Oh, yeah, you know, I think I did, actually.
We've been an urgent message.
Okay, they don't.
I have to leave.
Oh?
Next time you're in London,
okay.
ring me. We'll go dancing.
No, I hear it's all on the wrists. What about your things?
They'll send them.
That's not your bicycle.
Well, I'm following it.
It's literally Amsterdam.
Don't you sleep?
After we win!
Damn, her mission is really urgent, huh? What the hell? She was a funny character. I liked her.
We know they're coming for us any fucking second, and then we hear it.
Is that what I sound like?
This crazy bastard starts humming Artie Shaw.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the blue. And
Oh, that was him, yeah.
that was the first time that I didn't feel scared shitless.
Yeah, it did feel really calming, yeah.
It didn't matter.
They're back.
All tales, music.
Yeah, I think I was kind of right about the kind of in-between episode because they were like relaxing now. The difference here is that we just saw the Egan storyline in the meantime, and that is a pretty heavy storyline. I'm also very curious where that's gonna go. Yeah. Oh, it's so good to see that there's some alive. Yeah, is Buck gonna be there? Finally! I've been saying it for 3 episodes now. I thought it was never gonna happen. I mean, the situation they're in is not that good, but they're alive. Yeah. Okay, I have to say, I kept saying like, oh, if he appears to be actually dead, then it's really bad writing. And I said like, I think they're gonna bring him back in some epic way. I think they did that. Honestly, I thought he was just gonna end up somewhere alone and then suddenly Buck was gonna be there. But instead, he ends up here and there's like all these people who are already shouting his name and he recognizes people and then it's like, is Buck here? And then Buck is just standing there. That was an epic moment, yeah. Oh. The thing is just, they waited so long that I actually started to doubt myself. I really started thinking like, oh, it's so long ago now. I think it was the 3rd episode that happened. It's already the 6th episode. If he's not gonna show up now, it's probably not gonna happen anymore. That was kind of my thought. Then till the end of the episode, until we saw this part, I thought, okay, it's not gonna happen. Probably he's really dead, and there is a lot of other characters we know now we also are kind of following and who have interesting storylines. When it happened in the 3rd episode, to me, Egan, Buck, and forgot his name, but Barry Keoghan's character, I thought those 3 were like the main characters, like really the ones we were following. But of course we also have like the forgot his name as well, friend of Bubbles. And we have this guy who was like really troubled with staying there. Like there's a lot of other characters to follow. So for me, in the 3rd episode and then going on in the 4th, I was just like, but Austin Butler, why is Austin Butler gone in the 3rd episode? Because we were mostly following him then. So I kind of, like the longer it took we saw him, the more I was like, I guess I'm just gonna accept that he's gone. And I honestly think they did that pretty well, because if they had done this in like the episode right after or even the previous episode, like I was just waiting for it in the previous episode and also the episode before that. I was just waiting like, oh yeah, is it almost the end? Because we're probably gonna see Buck then. And they waited so long with it that we started expecting it less, I think. But yeah, it's nice to have him back. Because honestly, it also started getting a bit annoying because I just felt like, okay, what if in the end he appears to be really dead, and then every episode I have been complaining like, but where is Buck? And then, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was just like fully wrong and I talked about it for every episode. I wouldn't have liked that. But now, finally, that question has been answered because I just wanted... Every time I watched this, that question was in my head. Like, is he alive or dead? I started every reaction with that question, and it's good to finally know he isn't. Egan's storyline was a heavy one, though. Especially the part where they shot the 4 others, and they actually wanted to shoot him, and they ran out of ammo. And that was a moment where I was like, oh shit. That was just like fate playing with you or something, because you would have been next. And just because of this one little coincidence, you're not, and you're still alive. And yeah, he was like, he was even on a card with like dead people. And I don't even know how he survived all this. But I am so relieved that apart from Buck, of course, there were also a lot of other men. Because as far as the rest know, only that one plane returned. And it's just like these 5 guys, I think it was 5, yeah. Just these 5 guys who made it. And I saw like quite a lot he was talking to. And a lot of them were like shouting his name. So it's like still, they lost so many people and it's so sad. But at least they didn't all die. At least there's still some alive. And that's just, yeah, good to know. Yeah, we didn't really get a mission this episode, but I also didn't really miss that. I felt like the balance between like the relaxation center, I think it was like more like a school, or what was it, where they were staying in. I think that was like, I think that had a perfect balance with Egan's storyline, because of course Egan's storyline was so heavy and then the other storyline was just kind of chilling, and we saw like this nice friendship happening between him and his roommate, and I really liked her. I really liked that for once they just like put a woman in this show and she's not just there to be someone's girlfriend, you know, because I know the Pacific and Vandal brothers are like a bit older already, but I have to say, like, of course, it's a show about war, and when they're at the war, then I get, like, you're not gonna see a lot of women because the soldiers are men. But in this show, it's like, they're not always at war. They are flying planes, and that's their war, you know, that's what they're doing. So when they're on the ground, it would be pretty unrealistic if there were never any women. But like what I mostly notice in like all these shows is like if there's a woman, and then I'm always just kind of hoping like, just let her be her own character. Just let her, just have a job within where they're staying, or just let her have her own personality. And it's always like, yeah, and then she became his wife. And I'm like, not everyone hooked up with a soldier. Sure, it happened a lot of the times. Not saying it didn't. But they never just show us like a female character that's not there for a male character, you know? And that's why I was kind of scared they were going to hook up in the end. And I don't know what would have happened if she stayed. But I have to say, even if it happened in their situation, it still would have been a bit different to me. Because to me, they really showed her character. It was not just like, oh, this is his roommate who appears to be a woman. They thought it was going to be a man. And now, of course, they're going to get together. No, it was just like, she had this really fun personality. She was funny. She had like good stories, and they talked a lot. And it was just, it really started to be a good friendship. But I got to know her personality too. And it was not just like, ooh, what is she to him, you know? So I like that. Yeah. I don't know if I have much more to say because it was just 2 storylines. We haven't seen anything from the Quinn storyline anymore. I don't know if, I think we're going to see him back, of course. He still has to get back. But they were on the train, I think, the last time I saw them. But they seem to be safer than Egan is now. And for the rest, I think we'll just have to see about the rest. What I am constantly thinking about, though, in the intro, we constantly see, now I forgot his real name for a second, but Eric from Sex Education. Oh, I love him so much. He is so slay. And when I saw he was in the show, and I was like, oh, Slay King. Like, you wouldn't really easily see, like, a gay man being cast in a show like that. So I think that's really cool that they did that. And we keep seeing him in the intro, yet we've never seen him in the show yet. And we're already on 2/3. There's only 3 episodes left. So I really hope we're going to see him soon too. Because, I'm looking forward to knowing what his role in all of this is going to be. And, they show him pretty, like, vividly in the intro. So I thought, oh, he's probably going to have a bigger role. But not up to now. So also have to see about that. Yeah, I think that's everything. Like I said before, if you want to see my full reaction to this, you can check it out on my Patreon. The link is in the description. And if you instantly want to see next week's episode when it comes out, you can get the early access tier. And if you like my reaction to this, then please leave a like, subscribe, and let me know what you thought of the episode. And then I really hope to see you next week. Bye!